Welcome to the Miami Heat Beat Postgame Show. I am your host, Giancarlo Navas, and with me today, the legendary, the intelligent, one of the best and smartest basketball minds I've ever met, the great K.
I just knew that. I just.
Abon was smiling too much.
Yes. No, I know. I
kind of saw it coming.
It's only because you said legendary, and I've been watching the show Legendary. FHBO also. That's a different thing.
Yeah.
But back to me, guys. Back to me.
Back to the legendary.
Back to me.
Back to the legendary.
Keep going, brother.
Heck yeah.
My goat. One of the funniest guys around.
Obviously not about me, but I appreciate it. How y'all doing, man? I'm glad to be here.
And also, actually the GOAT, Siobhan Beslow.
Hello, people.
Basketball mind extraordinaire. What a day. What a match day it was. Miami plays the most frustrating game against the Orlando Magic ever. Somehow they score 124 points against the Magic and lose. They just find new ways to lose to the Magic. If losing to the Magic was an Olympic sport, they would be the Simone Biles of it. They would be the Usain Bolts of it. Yep. They find new
Katie
original.
Ledecky.
Any Michael Phelps, all these people, they are the Cristiano Ronaldo, the Messis, the Jordans, whatever you want to call it. They had a 41-point quarter and lost. But they find new ways to lose to the Magic, and we're going to get into all that. We would be remiss if we didn't start at the top, and we're not going to spend too much time on the Giannis rumors because we're going to do a whole pod on it, and we want to kind of give that the attention it deserves. But also, there was a game that was played today, and we want to talk about it, but we can't ignore the news of the day. I mean, it was reported by ESPN, by Shams, that Giannis, things are real. Like, could be a new home coming this season. Like, this is not just speculative. I think with the way that Shams reported it today, I think it gave a little bit of life to kind of what people have been thinking. Giannis has been kind of chirpy during his press conferences. Anytime they lose, he has some comments, and it's kind of the noise has gotten loud. And Shams put out today, 2-time MVP Giannis Antetokounmpo is ready for a new home at the February 5th NBA trade deadline or in the offseason as several rival teams make aggressive offers to the Milwaukee Bucks for him, and the franchise is starting to listen. So it's Bond. Again, we don't have to spend too much time, but if this is real, how much does this change the team's trajectory for at least this season in your mind?
Our team, I don't know. It doesn't change it much because I don't think Milwaukee has any reason enough to not push this to the offseason. If they want to do it before the deadline, then okay. But should they decide they're not, then there's nothing for us. I'm
kind of with you on that. 100%.
In this right now.
I'll take a different mindset there, and I mean, could be totally 100% accurate with what y'all thinking, but when you look at it, all right, let's be honest. The man has done more. He's done as much, the most for that franchise since the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. Yep. You know what I'm saying? And if what we're reading, according to the reports, is that he has to be with his current team 6 months at the point of signing for the most that he can sign for on his next deal, then that would mean it has to be done prior to the offseason. So with that being said, and as I guess some of us have speculated, this has been said to them privately. It's been posturing from him and them. So before we heard it actually said today, if you got good sense, it was just kind of looking and listening to him, as you said, G. He probably had told them. So they've been getting their ducks in a row, and again, the guy that's done the most for that franchise since the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Lou Alcindor, if you will. I mean, they have to do right by him, and in this case, that means helping him get the most of his monies, right?
I'm with you there.
I agree.
And that's just, and again, I could be wrong too, because like you guys said, they have no franchise, the business of basketball, just the business of it all. no incentive other than doing right by him to move him before the deadline. But that's I don't know, man. It's a wild situation.
Like you're already moved though. You're already Milwaukee. You don't want to sour the way that you are perceived and how you handle shit like this, because you make all excellent points. You have no reason to shit on him or to make it difficult for him other than to get as much as you can get back out of it. But at that point, damn, meet me, kind of where I'm at. I'm with you.
But is the package, I guess, like you guys saying, more teams will be involved, but will the package get bigger as far as what they're getting back in the off season? And I don't know if the answer to that is yes. So if that's the case, then all you're doing is fucking him by waiting. You know what I'm saying?
I just kind of have concerns with, I think this game is pretty indicative where I just don't really think they're good enough to be kind of going so all in on him. And I'm Bond, to your point, I'm more okay if they do it in this like trade deadline period, because then they would only be giving up 2 picks as opposed to 4 in the off season or around the draft. And if it doesn't wait to the draft, I think that it's more incentivized for Miami to do it now. But after that, I think it just becomes, you really just give everything you have. And I'm flip flopping on like whether I like think how aggressive I think they should be on this. I think it's a little more nuanced than people are making it seem, because I got yelled at for saying I don't know if I do that. So I want to give a quick shout out, by the way, to our super chatter, CM201. Appreciate you with your support every single night. Said Bam quietly had another 21, 12, and 7. Norm needs a rest and can't defend. Jovic, not great. Bad turnovers, shot selection. Third quarter troubles continue. Where could have played more? Simeone tried. Orlando too big. Simeone tried is my favorite part of that one.
Simone ball. I don't know. Raymond Simone did what he motherfucking could. Okay?
He was a thumbnail today. He's a featured player today.
Yeah.
He's quietly had a good couple of few games. I mean, not just scoring and shooting, but he's been hitting the boards. I guess he read the rumors.
Big starch.
He's hooping. He's hooping. So that's kind of where I'm at with the Giannis stuff. I have my reservations about it, but again, I want to do a more full show later. I just didn't want trade rumors to take over a post-game show, because there was a game today. There was a game today, and I think there's quite a bit that we can take from it. So, stay tuned on Heat Beat for more Giannis takes and Giannis talk as we get as this unravels a little more. But Bond, I think to me the most interesting thing in the game was at the end. They have this weird. They get kind of slaughtered in the first quarter. They have this incredible second quarter, and you think, oh wow, 40-point quarter, 41-point quarter, like we're so back. Third quarter hits, Orlando outscores them 40-20, and then the fourth quarter happens, and then Orlando just goes on. Miami kind of makes it close, and then Orlando went on like, I want to say like an 14-0 run or something like that. And the game totally got away from it. Then Miami comes back with this insane run. And Bond, what stuck out to me about that run was a lot more on-ball screens, a lot of getting Norm in handoffs with Bam, kind of getting downhill or shooting off the catch. And that's a little bit unique for me for this season, because, much has been talked about how their offense is structured, but no ball show on ball screens, blah, blah, blah. But when rubber hit the road and they really needed, when they were feeling it and they really needed it, they're like, all right, guys, we're spamming DHOs like it's 2020.
Yeah, because there's something energetically about like the physics of DHOs and kind of centrifuging and just like consolidating all of that momentum and kind of getting it kind of like making it change direction in that way. It's really energizing. More so in a way than maybe like some just like catch and dribble stuff can be. And that's what they know. Like, and it's such a reliable way to, kind of just pry open that top part of a defense and really get inside and, dissect from there. It's tried and true at this point. It's where they have found, the best quote unquote usage out of Bam when, like, we've talked about what Bam has looked like offensively within the new offense. Is he catch and shooting? Is he the, chilling in the corner, just letting it rip? And whenever he's kind of able to get back into some role man stuff, I've been really comfortable. I've been really happy with how comfortable he looks on the pop. And yeah, like I said, it's some familiarity, and they get kind of back into their flow. Norm's ability to be springy and to turn the corner when he can and to shoot off of the bounce really enables kind of a lot of that stuff. And yeah, yes, when pressure gets to building, you get back into your comfortable ways of relieving it.
But I like that they were not so stubborn to not do that. Like, they know what's comfortable, they know what works, and they went to it. And I think Norm has talked about it and Bam has talked about it, that they want to do it more. Funny that it wasn't with Tyler, but they went back to the well that got them there. And the thing that I think was interesting too is I don't think Orlando was really ready for it. And I think when springing it as a surprise, especially the first two times, I think they were kind of caught. I think they were kind of a little bit frazzled by it. And that's why I thought Miami got so many. Then they adjusted. But I thought, like, the first couple times they were doing it, especially when they did it so consecutive, I thought it got them off guard.
Yeah. I think that what you look at, we mention it all the time with Spo and how he's stubborn. They wait until, like, it's absolutely, like, hell is frozen over to go to the bread and butter. And I think that's when we've seen a lot of those things. Whether you're talking about the dribble handoffs, whether you're talking about more screen and roll action, whether you're talking about just stuff to get guys easier shots. And quite frankly, the 2 fouls early on, I think it was like Norm had 2 fouls within like 4 or 5 minutes of the game. From there on, whether you look at the defense or offensive side of the ball, he just wasn't able to be as forceful. And I think that, even if, Norm's, as Super Chat mentioned, Norm's not the greatest defender anyway, but he definitely had to play with less physicality on both sides after he picked up those fouls. And you saw him waving off the coaches saying, let me in. So after you do all of that, you definitely can't pick up your 3rd foul in the first quarter. And I think that threw him off rhythm. And by the time, you get to that point where you need Norm to do something for you, you have to go to that because he hasn't found a way to naturally activate in the way that we've seen Norm activate. I would say more often than not this season.
I think CM every time CM 200 sends a super chat, they always say Norm needs rest. And I wonder if some of the defensive stuff comes from, like, he's been playing a lot, and I think he's been playing hurt. I think he's had a couple, like, knick-knack injuries, and I don't feel like he can sit. Bond, do you seen that with him, or
the Norm stuff?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what I'd be interested in his usage numbers over his careers. I know his, like, scoring and things have taken a hike and whatnot. I'd be interested in just like I said, what his usage has been kind of over his career. I'm
on it.
Oh, you give it to me. You have it?
I'm getting it.
Because we ask him to do a lot, and and he's proven himself capable. But that's what happens. You get the nags, you get the wares. He does have such a unique, structural and skeletal makeup.
He's little, but he plays bigger.
He's little, but I'm telling you, man, that the bow legs, the honest to God, it sounds crazy.
No, you're right.
Everyone's saying it.
It is what it is. It's a different loading pattern.
Chat saying it too.
Norm bow legs can't handle the pace.
No wonder the lower back is messed up because, like, when you're coming down on that 1,000 times a night, it's gonna vibrate up in there.
He got pretzel legs. All right, man, not too much on my guy. He's handling it,
But I have those numbers, by the way. So
before you get into your point, I think when you ask him to do so much on the offensive end, and he knows he's gonna have to have the legs to do that, it's only I hate to say a guy's taking a break, but it's like if he give you everything defensively and then he can't make the 2 shots you need to win the game, we still gonna be mad at him, and we rather allow somebody else, the Drew Smith, that got the Pels, the guys that's not counted on as much offensively to do those things. But
the Bams.
I was about to say, but that's pieces of what we give, but we say the same thing trying to excuse Bam's offense. We ask him to do too much on defense. So how can we ask him to give more offense?
And that's why I didn't say that, because Bam is trying to find
I'm yelling.
Right, I got you.
Jumping in with you.
Exactly. But even Bam, though, he's starting to figure out how to give you the best of himself on both ends. But here's the thing. I look at a game like the OKC game, when you coming down the stretch and you needed a big defensive stop. Yeah, Powell got the back tap on SGA, I think, on the final play. But in the play prior to that, it was Norm who was all up in SGA's chest, being physical with him.
Oh, he can defend.
In a moment,
I watch him on those Raptors. I watch him on those Raptor
right.
teams. I know
what he was at UCLA.
I know it's in there. It's in there.
But he has to do too much for us, man. The usage rates get to him. My bad, bro.
So the number. So I'm gonna go until he left Toronto, where I really felt like he kind of went on his own. Usage of 22, then 23, then his first year with the Clippers, full year with the Clippers, 25, then his second year with the Clippers, 19. Last year with the Clippers, 25.6, and then this year, 26.5. So a little higher than last year, but he's had a couple years of 25.4. Yeah. So the interesting thing, Bon, I'll say is, so he's played since he left Toronto, 69 games, 45, 60, 76, 60, 42. So he's already kind of almost at, his kind of games played total already. I wonder how many he'll get to at the end of the year at age 32. I mean, he's played over 70 games once since 2019.
It's also important to add that even with the increasing usage rate, how often, and I would dare to say this is the first year, is Norm the first guy on the scouting report? Like, that matters too.
For sure.
Like, the whole game plan is to stop him. So,
and that is more. It is a bit more important than the usage rate, but it's also kind of tied into the usage.
I agree. No, I agree. The
way that we use him. Yeah,
in tandem with that. Like, he's had another guy to be a buffer in previous stops.
Right.
At least one more.
With him though, and I think, like, the assist numbers, we've joked at his expense. I mean, the usage comes all from scoring,
right?
And that's one thing I do wish he had a little more diversity. And I think we've overcorrected where we used to want shot finishers only, and now, because we had a bunch of overpassers, now, I mean, between him and Tyler, like, the main scorers, and I think part of it is the system, but I would like a little more drive and kick action. And I know Miami doesn't have the greatest shooters right now, but it's something to monitor. But I think you see on a night like tonight where Fontecchio has 23 points, most of those assisted, you kind of want, Bam was your leading assist guy with 7, and Drew Smith had 7. But, I'd like Norm to find his guys in the corner who are playing hot. Chet says Norm is so great, but investing in a small 32 to 33-year-old guy doesn't seem like a great plan, especially as the league gets bigger and younger. I'll never forget, Bomani Jones once said about Chris Paul, have we ever thought about the reason why he hasn't won is because a guy that short cannot have the ball that long at the end of a game. And that always stuck with me, because I don't know if I totally agree with that, but I certainly think that there's a little bit of credence to that about a guy that small handling that much. So what I will, I feel like I think yes to the general consensus of, maybe I don't even want to say this, because maybe this is just Miami being the outlier. Like, I think yes, overall the league is getting bigger and longer, but I will never, I think, underestimate the usage in guards who are small enough height-wise to be able to get into kind of some nooks and crannies off of the bounce. I think without an appropriately heighted guard, there are some limitations in what you can do kind of with how you are able to approach a defense. Now, there's all these other like workarounds and fun shit that you can do with length all over the place, but
I think as at the guard spot, you need kind of some punchability that you tend not to get with guys who are too lanky.
Chat saying Iverson did it, and Iverson and Chris are the same size. I don't believe Iverson won. I don't believe.
Well, I mean,
kid's like, well, that's debatable.
I mean, here's my thing with Norm though. Like to your point about the punch there, Bun. Like, he's like when you're as poppy as he is athletically, and everything is power. It's not necessarily like a finesse. Like I'm gonna go up and I'm a finger roller over top of the rim, so I can jump out the gym, but I'm still gonna drop it. Like no, everything's a windmill jam with him. So I feel like when you're playing with that much power and you're a 3-level scorer and you have the ability to draw fouls like him, I don't think is as big an issue with Norm specifically. But he's a very unique case study in that example.
Yeah.
Because even Bradley Beal, same type of offensive profile, but he wasn't the power athlete that Norm is. So that's why it doesn't work with a guy like him.
Norm has a weird, he has such good acceleration and deceleration. Which,
hey man, when your legs built like that,
extra tensile strength. It's the extra springs. It's the extra
surprising
that the muscle
natural torque.
It's longer muscle fibers.
Fucking zip by. I think it was Banchero. He was. Chat says the banana legs. I like pretzel leg.
Well, this is motherfucking fantastic. G took himself up. Hey, don't you just love when the
okay.
I don't know what happened there.
We'll finish later, bro.
I don't know. I end up take him out, G.
Right.
Take him out, G. So the other thing I kind of wanted to get to today was how he felt about their defense. I thought today against a team that doesn't score a lot, or that famously struggles scoring, Miami gives up 133. I thought their defense was mixed. I thought I didn't love the Nico at the 5 stint defensively, which was interesting because Ware only played 6 minutes and was ready to dress. Nico was the first big man off the bench. Bon, I don't know if you think that's a non-story or what. I certainly thought it was interesting. Barry Jackson brought it up on Twitter. Certainly not the best night for Jovic, who has played better as of late, especially in that backup 5 position, but a little concerned, at least on my end.
I don't know that I even noticed if Nico gave you anything worth being 6'10" to win for how well the Magic shot. Well, he had one possession where he put Jalen Suggs on the basket. That made me really happy. I think that I wonder if it was almost maybe a trying to match some to the point about power and impact and different and impact having different effects when it's at different heights. And Kalel still needing to, get stronger and all of these other things and stuff. I'm wondering if it was some, Nico's been learning to play with a little bit more force. He's been playing through the shoulders a bit more. He has kind of the body type, Simone have the body type that would feel, able to, match up and kind of contain and swallow some of what Orlando wants to do from the wings, from the De Silvas and, all of their other kind of power wing people. I don't know that personally. I probably don't make too much of it, but it is something that, just him at the 5 period as an experiment, as a thing, as a concept, is something I'll probably look at a bit more. I thought they did some things defensively. I don't know how I felt about them, but I'll look at the Nico 5 minutes again.
I just thought it was ironic because early in his career, that's where they tried to slot him, and
it was not a good thing.
It was not a good thing. And then recently,
he's still too small, but was definitely too small then.
But on the West Coast trip just now, him at that position when Ware was out was really successful for him. He had some of his best games of the season doing that. Miami was really good in those minutes and over that trip, and I highlighted it last round. I was like, man, I think that's kind of interesting, and it's something that I want to kind of take a look at, make sure that I'm monitoring. But I didn't expect Ware to be back today, and I also didn't expect them to go Jovic over Ware early. That was the part to me that I was like, huh, that's really interesting because I think Ware has kind of earned minutes on this team. I don't think that there's a reason why Ware should be playing 6 minutes. Especially when they're not loaded with size right now. So
there's a lot going on there for me really quickly. I think when you look at Ware and just like working guys back into it, it was a hamstring, so maybe you don't want to do too much there. He is 7 foot forever, so that also adds another thing when you're talking about the muscular injury, right? Exactly. And the boy is mostly limb, short torso. So you don't want to, I guess, stress that too much. That could have been, but secondly, even to your point, yes, it has looked better. But when you face the Magic, and you pointed this out, Bond, like their profile of player, they want big dudes who can do everything, like big long dudes who can play, on the wing, in the paint, out top. So in theory, you're thinking like, oh, Nico would be great in that type of matchup or game. But we're also talking about a team that loves to attack the paint. So this is, even though in theory, because of the skill set and how they're moving around, you're thinking Nico, no, because of how they want to get buckets. I think that Nico isn't the best option here because he's not going to be, your best option for protecting the paint. When you're running around chasing Denny Adria, who's kind of built like Nico, or, when you're playing the guy out in Sacramento, which one I'm missing? This isn't Cockburn out in Sacramento, but the other big Reynald, I want to say.
Oh, yeah, Maxime.
Yeah, who's going to kind of float around the free throw line. They're not power guys. Even, DeMattis to a certain extent, he's going to, block the block, whatever. You can get away with it. But when these guys are just going to consistently attack the front of the rim, and it's like either you're going to guard it or you're going to get dunked or finished on, it's not going to work. Which is why Ware could have got more minutes tonight.
And when G made the comment about it being like the West Coast swing to everything that you just said, I almost want like stylistically the difference in approach, especially from the wing, in the style and way that like some of the West Coast teams move, play, attack, cutting, passing versus like off the bounce punching, driving through these shoulders, this chest of mine, and really bringing it to you that way.
Are you guys
Nico, a guy who like yes has gotten stronger and still definitely still has stronger to get.
Are you guys concerned about the lack of Ware minutes, or do you agree with Kay that it's probably just being careful with the hamstring?
I'm a little concerned because I don't know what Spo wants to do.
Me too.
Right.
What does it mean? What do you mean by that? Does it mean we're running Bam and we're trying to compete and like why isn't Ware getting minutes?
Especially because he's earned them. Like, say what you want about him. Like, it's like he's earned playing time.
Yeah.
You invested. He's a second-year player who you invested a first-round pick into, who's like, you could say at least charitable. You don't love his effort, but is productive.
Can we see two more yet? Can we see the Bulls series, for lack of better terms, at this point? Before I see your head shaking eye roll. But yeah, can we see the Bulls series?
Who wants to watch that?
Before we make
fucking bring Giannis here. Fuck this shit. Bring in the dancing lobsters. Let's bring in Giannis.
I would say after those 3 or 37 games against Chicago,
oh my God.
We'll know whether he's working them back in or whether it's like, all right, it's something there.
I forgot one of them was that damn makeup game. I was talking to my partner before the game. I'm like, it's like someone forgot, like made the schedule, got to it, and it was like, fuck, we forgot to do the Chicago set. Just put
Chicago. It's done.
In a cosmic sort of way.
Of it right there in the middle.
It's like
it's a 2-1 though, so that's interesting. I guess 2 back-to-back in Chicago, then you come down to Miami, or it is like that, right? It isn't split up. Wacky, you go back and forth.
It's crazy because I actually thought 2 were in Miami. I could have just made that up.
We have I have the schedule right
here.
I
know Saturday's in Miami because that's Jersey night, and I know one because of the ice was in Chicago, so that's 1-1.
So Thursday is in Chicago, then Saturday, as Kay said, is in Miami.
and then they go back to
Sunday,
Chicago.
they're in Miami at Kaseya Center.
Oh, so it is 2 in Miami. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I was about to say, fuck them, man. They gotta get on a plane, go back to no, boycott.
No, boycott. Yeah, so I can say that I can safely say we are not looking forward to that. But who knows? Maybe we'll learn something from there. Interesting to see what we'll get out of that. Another back-to-back. The schedule's been brutal. We got 2 days off now. We have a back-to-back. Then we have another back-to-back. Adam Silver, what's going on? Who's this for?
Hey man, that West Coast road trip. That West Coast road
so many
trip was
words.
mother.
Bond's like, I'm just sick of it.
I'm so sick of playing Orlando. Why have we played them 5 times?
Not done.
You want to
there's 4. There's one more. I know.
Get ready. Are we back in the plan? Hold on, let me check the standings because we were out of we were out of the plan. Did we go back in?
I think Orlando went above us because we were sitting behind Philly by like 1 percentage point, and then Orlando jumped us again with this win. So
Orlando's back in the plan. Miami's in the plan. Atlanta, Chicago.
Oh, that's sweet.
Home sweet home.
Sweet, cozy, just yum.
You know what we want to be. Put us there.
You know, yeah, but Eric's gonna say some dumb shit. Eric's gonna be like, we love it. We actually want. You know what? We'd rather be in the plan because we want the extra 2 games.
The challenge. We want the challenge.
This is where competitive nature is built.
We don't feel alive.
The sickest part is that
you gotta hit the desk one time. If you don't feel up, they don't feel up to this.
And then Alina. Oh my god. Oh man.
And he means it.
Absolutely.
He
fucking
whole business. What?
Giannis,
he don't hate the last game because we got eliminated. He hate the last game because now he has to do something else.
can't fucking watch film.
Yeah.
Why you
scream. Well, that's true.
That's true. I guess he probably never stops.
You can't pantomime kicking trash out the street as you call a timeout.
His kids want to watch Frozen, and he's like, "Daddy, why are we watching Game 5 again?"
Daddy, let it go. Let it go.
You see, kids, you're supposed to hedge here. We're calling for ice. I don't know what they're doing.
You haven't cut the hedges in 3 weeks. I can't even see outside. Damn.
Did somebody say hedge? Where's the screen? Where's the screen?
Tyler comes out. Somebody say hedge.
Oh my God, he slipped.
What? Is Tyler okay?
No, he's not.
No, he isn't.
He's not. And that isn't even like a timeline or chronology on that question. This is like perpetually. Whenever you ask that question, the answer is more than likely.
Listen, that man is letting the hood know I'm coming home. Like he's making plans and arrangements for his home.
Did he play his last game here?
I don't think so.
Who knows? Who knows? Ask him how was the weather outside of Pfizer, though.
Bro, it was. I don't know about you guys. Right now, outside my house, it's a crisp 55 degrees. Way too cold for me. I don't live in a place that does 55. I went to the gym today, and I'm like, I had to bring a sweater to leave the gym. And I'm like, do other people do this? Does like America do this? Because I've never had to worry about walking outside and it being too cold after I'm leaving the gym.
I was going, Kay, you go next. I'll go.
I can ice skate in my backyard right now.
Check who's boo fucking who.
What does that mean? You can ice skate in your backyard?
Like no, there's like a 5 foot layer of like just solid ice all around the house.
Cheese degrees here, bro. I'm cold. I'm fucking freezing, bro. I'm not built for this shit.
Lucky you.
Chat says my car's enclosed in ice. I hate you, G.
That could explain the heart rate thing, G.
It was -9 degrees here the other day. I went to work. That bitch was -7 degrees.
Yeah.
I read that at one point it was colder in Chicago than it was in Antarctica.
Correct.
Well, we didn't hit -9. We got down to 2, but I feel your pain.
You and your
55
can leave me alone.
When the temperature gets down to an NBA player's number, you know it's bad.
Shout out Duncan.
I was just saying, literally, Duncan, you're Gabe Vincent. How cold is it? Kay just goes, Gabe Vincent.
What's his number? I forget Gabe. That's just terrible. 2, yeah.
That's your boy.
Yeah. I know. Listen, I'm sorry.
So what if you say Terry? What if you say it's a Terry Rozier?
Girl, It was negative Kalel here the other day. That's how you got to start talking.
Negative Kalel is crazy.
Spo must be the meteorologist.
Oh my god. Okay. Speaking of cold, segue. Bond, I know you had some stuff on Miami Zone.
Oh, I sure did. Little pieces of things and such. Okay. So, wait. Okay, are you controlling this? Who's on the
I'm on the controls.
Okay, do this picture first. Do the screenshot. And then we can go
do the screenshot. Gotcha.
Yep. Okay, so Simone is our focus here. So I'm not sure if it was 2. No, I'm saying it was 2-3. What felt different a bunch here was Simone's orientation. Typically, if they're doing their 2-3, it's the middle person's kind of presented a little bit high, the 2 forward. So it'd be Nico and Simone. I kind of drop back a bit, Bam would kind of be presented middle, whatever. They flow out of it a few different ways. Tonight, the demonstrative ignoring and kind of back to the sideline, the corner, and what is happening over there by Simone does a pretty good job at kind of like forcing, directing, and effectively making some other stuff a bit less, effective, a bit less present. Okay, now you can go to 2, and then I can talk through some of this. So this was I'm probably going to spend a lot of time on this tomorrow. There were a few plays like this game. There's 4 Orlando offensive players up high being guarded by 3 Miami defenders. But just take a little bit of time and kind of look at the pod audience. I'm sorry, come watch it. Maybe I'll talk about it again a little bit later. Just the way how far off Jaime is of Suggs. Drew Smith's intentional, again, boxing off. He's not flat. He's not back and chest to the baseline. It's almost perpendicular to the baseline. But it does a really, really good kind of corralling effect. Again, Simone facing this way, not back flat. And I'm just kind of going to let it go. This is an effective clearing out of this whole backside by Orlando. It's putting, Nico on this island with Suggs coming downhill at him. That's fine. Shit happens or whatever. The way that the top of it was handled was really interesting to me. You can go to the next one, G.
I feel like that works better if it's Bam back there.
Yeah. Probably 100%.
Yeah.
Is that a combo zone defense? Like, was that?
It's not quite a matchup. It's like zones are moving, but kind of being passed off, kind of not. I don't know. It was really fun. Similar thing. Orlando is flowing a different direction, but the bulk of Miami's defense is still loaded up the same way. So Simone is still shaded to the right side while Orlando is running a similar type of thing. This double drag screen to the left. So now the right side, or the empty corner in the last clip was the left side. This empty side in this clip is that whole right side now. Jaime under, Drew gets over. Jaime back, 2 to the ball for a bit, but it's not a panic 2 to the ball. You still feel comfortable about the rest of the rotations that's kind of around the 2 on the ball. Nico does an effective stunt, gets back, Drew gets back. Now we're shaped back up pretty well. Bam is playing Jonathan Isaacs, plays off, stays off. And then the back line pinches. It was cool some areas. It really, really was. And then you can go to the last one. Again, Simone being intentionally and demonstratively faced with the ball being the reference point, the midline, not the basket, not his back, parallel to the baseline again. You have baseline activity, Jonathan Isaacs in the middle, Bam steps up. And there's been no skip they have not been able to engage that right corner this whole time because there's someone 3 layers deep back there with their full attention, face this way. I just thought it was a really cool kind of effective wrinkle. Again, one person, that whole right side of the floor has kind of been locked off just by the way that Simone was oriented. I thought that was pretty cool today.
The one
didn't amount to enough of anything,
but no, that's why late they started to go ISO on that man in the corner, because that man can't beat you off the skip if they're just straight up attacking him. Like Black Bane, like it seemed like late in the stretch in the game, they were really doing work in that deep corner. But to your point, that guy can't play like safety.
Yeah. It was fun. It was cool. You got to find the joys in the shit, you know.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Spo gets off on drawing up shit like that.
Yeah.
Somebody in chat goes, you could tell Eric Reed felt his white guilt when he said the black dunk.
Yeah.
Bond, did you hear the last game when he talked about Bouye, when he goes, that man has been waived 7 times?
No, I didn't watch last game.
That shit was so funny, dude. I lost it. Okay, so we are gonna go to the hottest segment this season that people are loving. It's Do You Work on That Shot, which is now sponsored.
What kind of shot is that?
No. Oh my goodness, Valentine!
No.
Whoa.
Have you ever shot that shot?
Looking for Steph. Now Draymond's got it. What did he do that for? Draymond.
Do you work on that shot?
Yeah. Oh.
When?
It's Cody Martin. You gotta hit it. Oh.
Step back, one leg and
To Barriani. What is he doing?
what kind of shot is that?
This segment is brought to you by PrizePicks. Shout out to PrizePicks.
You. Oh no! Why did you do that?
Shout out to PrizePicks. Got to visit PrizePicks Got to visit PrizePicks with promo code HeatBeat. Use promo code HeatBeat to get a $50 in lineups when you play your first $5 lineup. It's kind of nice. Look at that. We're freaking sponsored. And listen, I played a little PrizePicks today. There was a little Champions League action. You know, there were 18 soccer games today. I had some fun. I had some fun. Pablo the intern, Pablo the intern had some fun. Pablo and I had some fun. There was some raucous stuff going on with Benfica and Real Madrid.
Pablo the intern's been our intern for like 3 years.
He's never gonna not be the intern.
I said that. I don't care what you decided, promoted, hired, not. Forever intern.
Bon, there could be a world where Pablo is the owner of the company and he's still Pablo the intern.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
100%.
But remember, the big game is almost here. There's no better way to cash in during America's biggest sporting event than PrizePicks, where it feels good to be right. That's just the big game is right around the corner. That also means it's your last chance to get into the football action before next season. So close out right with PrizePicks by getting $50 instantly in a lineup when you play your first $5. That's promo code HeatBeat. Download the PrizePicks apps today and use promo code HeatBeat to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. That's code HeatBeat to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineups. PrizePicks, it's good to be right. And you know what's not right? Some of these shots that these guys were working on. We got Wendell. What's going on with this? Wendell, Bond, is Wendell Carter working on that?
Play it again.
I ask you.
This is so rich. You don't even know. He probably does work on it. You know what? I'm actually certain he works on that shot. I know he works on that shot.
Maybe he should work a little harder. Who do we have here? Okay, we have a rebound by Fontecchio. We have Drew Smith. It's so funny because K knows exactly what happened.
It was Fender, the French.
Oh, I didn't even see that. Oh, it's the air ball on the layup.
Yeah,
I'm here watching the Heat transition basket. It was on the layup. Oh, and he had another one. We have another Penda.
Mm-hmm.
We have another Penda here.
This is the one where Bam D'd him up, probably. Oh, wait a minute.
What's going on here? Is it the same one? It was the same one. I apologize. And then we have another Wendell. I'm sorry, PrizePicks. PrizePicks, I'm sorry.
We'll be better.
PrizePicks will be better. PrizePicks, I'm so sorry. PrizePicks.
Snatching that check
What?
back.
No, facts, bro. What?
Use promo code HEATBEAT to get $50 in lives. We play a first $5 lineup. I want to ask the audience. So I'm going to make this a community effort.
Yeah, audience talk.
I was thinking for PrizePicks, what kind of fun segment we could do. And I thought something that would be fun would be we check every day what the minute totals would be for Kasparis and Drew Smith, and we play for Kasparis playing more minutes than Drew Smith, and we see we do like an investment as a company, and we play and we see how long it takes for us to win.
We'll workshop it. I like it.
I kind of think there's the skeletons for something there. Chad says this is a money league.
Yeah,
I think we can win some. I think it's to show Eric Spoelstra. Hey, Eric. And then send Mickey Harrison a bill.
I don't even understand the play there. Like, maybe you should do the over-under on Kelly Wells minutes.
No, it's not over-under. It's not over.
Okay.
Very clear. It's not over-under. This is not gambling. This is not over-under. Very specific.
So hold a minute. That's what
it's more. It's more. It's more minutes. It's more minutes. It's not over. It's not under. It's more minutes.
Right.
So it's just more or less.
Yes, it's more or less. Thank you. Yeah.
Okay.
Exactly.
So well, wait a minute. Nope, that's not gonna work.
Careful, Corpus. Careful.
That's not gonna work.
Careful. HR's watching.
That's not gonna work.
Calm down. This landmine's everywhere. This show is brought to you by PrizePicks. Jack goes, what's the big game?
I was just about to say, obviously, one of the three was Chicago.
It's Heat playing Chicago.
Listen, damn negative. It's negative Kalels out here, bro.
We'll be back tomorrow. We'll be back tomorrow with more PrizePicks. Hey, remember promo code HEATBEAT.
3 degrees.
Which is more or less. More or less.
More or less.
More or less.
Remember that is more or less, and you play.
This one
we're playing, and it's a game of skill.
Yeah.
So you go out there and you show your fucking skill with promo code HEATBEAT. Okay, and let's have some fun. Let's have some fun tomorrow for some Heat Bulls. I will see you guys there. Appreciate to my beautiful co-host, to the great audience, and everybody that's cold. Chad said more or less 2.5 games against him.
That's a good play. Amazing play.
That's hilarious.
Promo code HEATBEAT.